What's going on, everyone? Just gonna do a little video today. I haven't touched on like conspiracies or paranormal in a while, so I figured I'd just do one on that. Uh, some of the stuff that a lot of the older subscribers started when they started watching my channel, the stuff I used to put out. Um, I don't know. I kind of wanted to wait a while to do this one till it was kind of old news, because it's related to Robin Williams and his suicide and stuff. Uh, I don't know. It's from a magazine. It's an article that I ran across. The reason I wanted to, it's about Robin Williams' suicide. I guess it's almost like paranormal-ish. Talking about Robin Williams supposedly being haunted by John Belushi's ghost. Pretty much him talking about how he felt that the spirit of Belushi never really left him, even up until his suicide. I kind of wanted to wait just out of respect for Robin Williams' family and stuff like that. And I don't know, it kind of pisses me off when all these YouTube channels, especially like paranormal YouTube channels, like me and my wife, we go ghost hunting. We put out, ghost hunting videos and stuff like that. But we're always respectful. And a lot of these YouTube channels, they're always like really big channels too, which kind of irritates me. Like they as soon as someone dies, they'll get on their little ghost box or spirit box, and they'll be like, "Oh, I came in contact with so and so," And it's like, dude, let the person rest, for one. And two, like, what makes you think that a celebrity, who dies all the way across the country or all the way across the world, is going to talk to you the day after they die? It's bullshit. For one, I don't believe it. And two, it's like, really, you're going to use that as a cash grab? And it's these YouTubers that do this, that it's funny how they make all this money off of Patreon, and they just make money off their channel. And it's like they're just doing it for money, man. And more subscribers and more views, and it's just bullshit, man. So I tried to avoid that. It's like recently that big YouTuber Etika died here recently. Fucking some YouTuber J Station, as soon as he died, puts out a video how he talked to Etika over a spirit box and shit. I don't know, it's like, kind of pisses me off. There's another YouTube channel, but I'm not going to mention because I don't want no beefs, but he does the same shit. As soon as someone famous dies, he puts out a video how he contacted him. It's rubbish. But I don't know, I just figured I'd read this article I ran across, and you guys can say, comment, tell me what you guys think about the spirit world in general, or just this in general, this article. I just thought it was interesting. I mean no disrespect to Robin Williams. I know he's dead, or John Belushi. But I don't know, I'll start it off. Tormented by delusions triggered by two ravaging brain diseases, comic Robin Williams was driven to suicide by the ghost of John Belushi and the racking guilt that he could have saved his hard-partying fellow funny man but didn't. That's the bombshell conclusion dropped by insiders and medical experts about the puzzling 2014 death of the Mrs. Doubtfire star, who seemed to be at a good place in his life when at the age of 63 he hung himself in a closet in his home in Tony Marin County, California. Which right there, the article kind of makes it a little... That, I wouldn't say... I mean, that's kind of disrespectful the way they stated that at the beginning, but at the same time, I used to write for the paper, the local town that I lived in, and I wrote for the paper of my school paper. You have to kind of make it sound dramatic so people grab onto the article and read it. I mean, it's no different than what like Hunter S. Thompson has wrote. You know, I mean, a lot of his stuff is truth, but it's wrapped in what they call gonzo journalism, which is like exaggerations or just writing that grips you as a reader. You know, so I mean, it could be, and this is someone else's article, so I don't send no hate my way. You know, I just thought it was interesting where it was in the paranormal realm. Robin was convinced Belushi's spirit was still around him, says a source close to Mork and Mindy legend. He saw John's ghost and it haunted him right up until the day he died. Williams even admitted being riddled with guilt over Belushi, saying, "If I had known something was going on, I would have helped him. I admired the shit out of him," adds the source. Robin was a mess after John's death. He took it personally and never forgave himself for it. He never got over it. When the Good Will Hunting actor later took his life on August 11, 2014, he knew he was suffering from Parkinson's disease, but his autopsy revealed that, unknown to Williams, his brain was also being savaged by Lewy body dementia. Medical experts say both brain diseases can trigger hallucinations. So there's the scientific medical aspect of it that could have honestly been those two brain diseases, one on top of the other, causing hallucinations. So I mean, the article at least does show both sides of the story of it could be medically explained, or I mean, for those who believe in paranormal and stuff, it could be spiritual. You know, who knows? The fact that he saw John Belushi is entirely plausible, says New York internist Dr. Stuart Fisher, who did not treat Williams. Lewy body dementia definitely causes visual hallucinations. People see things. You can get Lewy body dementia years before, and they can precede Parkinson's. Lifespan expert Dr. Gabe Merkin notes brain savaging Parkinson's can make patients see things that are not there, along with causing loss of memory, inappropriate mood swings, abnormality in the thought process, or schizophrenia. Loss of muscle control and paralysis. Lewy body dementia can also damage every cell in your brain, the doctor adds. Blues Brothers, Animal House, and Saturday Night Live star Belushi was a wild partier who died after taking a cocktail of powerful drugs in a bungalow at Hollywood's Chateau Marmont Hotel in the early hours of March 5th, 1982. Williams had visited him briefly that night and was one of the last to see him alive. In a new HBO documentary, Robin Williams' Come Inside My Mind, Robin's Mork and Mindy co-star Pam Dauber recalls they were on the set when they learned Belushi had fatally overdosed from drugs the night before. Shaken, Williams confessed to her he'd gone to Belushi's bungalow that night and told her Belushi was so high he could barely stand up. At the time of Belushi's death, Williams also had a bad cocaine habit. But after his pal died, Williams, who then wife Valerie was pregnant with their son Zach, quit cocaine and alcohol cold turkey. So at least they're talking about how he did get clean and not just leaving it at focusing on his negative years in life of drug use and alcohol. So that's pretty good. The Belushi tragedy was frightening, Williams said. His death scared a whole group of show business people. It caused a big exodus from drugs. And for me, there was a baby coming. I knew I couldn't be a father and live that sort of life. Williams relapsed in 2006 before cleaning his act up a final time. Still, Dr. Merkin, who did not treat the star, also notes cocaine abuse can cause brain damage. Well, yeah, that's kind of obvious. Globe reported at the time of Williams' suicide that he was secretly suffering from devastating Lewy body dementia, which triggered wild hallucinations. Now sources tell Globe he frequently talked to Belushi's ghost in the days before his death. Adds a friend Robin Williams was haunted by Belushi's death. He wondered whether John would still be alive, and if he stayed that night, or whether he would have died with him too. So there you go. That was just honestly an article I came across. Some little, as my friend would say, Chris, my friend, that I used to bartend for. I'd ask her what she's reading, and if it was something not really that important, or honestly something like fiction or something, she would say it's bubblegum for the brain. Entertainment, I guess. But let me know in the comments if you guys believe in ghosts and spirits and stuff. Let me know your opinion if you think it was paranormal that he was seeing Belushi's ghost his whole life after Belushi's death. Because it is kind of odd that he started seeing his ghost after he died, rather than, like, because you would think if it was hallucinations, he would have just had hallucinations his whole life. Or, I don't know, it's just the timing of it where right after he dies, he sees his ghost from then on, rather than him hallucinating before the death of Belushi. But I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Hopefully I presented it in a respectful manner, unlike J Station and his fucking shitty channel. And sorry, that's the first time I've ever actually talked shitty about someone's channel, but that's just garbage, man. You don't do that when someone just dies, you know? I mean, I don't know. Hell, this might be disrespectful, but I thought I presented it in a good way. Y'all have a good day. Hit me up in the comments. Like and subscribe if you're not. Hey, and check out some of the ghost hunting videos I put out if you guys do like paranormal stuff. But y'all have a good day.